Hello, people. I'm about 5 minutes late, but I just got in early this morning, so I'm kind of beat up. But I'm here. Hello, I'm here. Doing here YouTube Live. There's a few people. Hey, Jeff. I wasn't expecting you after that email you sent me. Thanks for making it. Yeah, we didn't have nearly the fishing trip you had. It was pretty good. Michael, Jerry, Fish with Cliff, Rusty. Looks like we got some new people on today. How you guys doing? Like my new shirt? They gave it to me today at H&M Landing. Jim says he watches a lot on TV. Yeah, I'll give you some information about that, Jerry. I have a little slideshow to show you guys. Oh, what am I doing here? There we go. Hey, Drama. Hey, Kevin. Daniel, Mike. Steve. Hey, Steve. Tim. Oh, Tim, he's probably in San Diego. In one of the casinos in San Diego. That's where him and his wife go a lot. Hello, Sam. Hello, Daniel. There's like 4 Daniels on today. I'm one of them. Frank says, fished Santa Cruz last Saturday, caught 7 rockfish. All right, so does anybody know what the new law is up north? Is it all rockfish is closed? Is it just brown rockfish? I haven't been able to get an answer, and I got in too late from my trip out of San Diego to call up north to find out what the rule is. But trying to find out if it's closed, open, or what's going on. Hello, RE from Pomona. Hello, Willie. Rusty. Hey, Robert. Jerry wants to know, will you have merch to sell Thursday? You could buy the shirts off our website. We don't have anything. I don't take anything on the trips. Years ago, I used to take stuff on the trips, and then nobody ever bought it, so now I don't do that. So yeah, next Thursday, the 7th, around the Spitfire. That trip is all sold out. So pretty cool. And next week's a short week. It's a holiday weekend, so it's going to be a short week. Yeah, if Jerry, if you want to wear a shirt on the show with my logo and stuff on it, please call the office tomorrow after 1 o'clock, and Monica can send it out to you. And of course, if any time you guys want to order something for a trip and you're afraid it won't get to you in time, just let Monica know, and I can bring it with me to the boat, so you have it. Okay. Today. Can you guys hear me okay? Playing with the mics here, so I can't tell if it sounds okay. How's this sound? Does this sound okay or no? Oh, I answered your question, Jerry, before I saw it. Sorry about that. So it's okay now? Okay, good. Yeah, so the camera audio was on. I turned it off. I was just trying to turn this up. It sounds like it looks like it's about as far up as I can get it. All right, good. Sounds perfect. Hey, Annette. Hey, Rusty. Kevin, thank you for letting me know it's okay. Hey, Jose, how you doing? All right, I have 50 of you on here, but only 22 likes. Can we get some more likes, please? And here's a little show opening for you. I'm Dan Hernandez, and I live to fish. All right. I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life. Oh! Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way. So we have, was it Trinidad from Tijuana, Mexico, joining us. Hola. Hello, Mexico. Sounds like there's some talk about lobster fishing. Jose, my parents are doing good. I saw them the other day. And then I took them for a little boat ride on their Duffy. We went through Naples and did all that. And then me and Chris, my deckhand, did a little bit of boat work on my old boat to help them out. So did that. Chris went over to clean the Duffy for them. I hired him, give him a little side money to clean the boat up for him. So that was pretty good. Do I have any lobster trips? It looks like I will have a lobster trip. It's not official yet, but it looks like we are going to be having a lobster trip coming up. Maybe 2 lobster trips. We'll see what happens. But I'll let you guys know. 2 different landings, and both of them already do lobster trips. But hey, my cousin's there. Hey, Dylan, how you doing? Having some halibut. Yeah, the halibut fishing up north has still been good, so I'm sure that's where you got them. Alan. Just checking in from Asia. Hello. What country are you in today, Alan? You in Vietnam? Are you in the Philippines? Are you in China? Okay, Anthony has a question about the Excalibur. How is the AC in the bunks? Okay, so none of the boats at all anywhere have electrical for every bunk. The Excalibur is an old dive boat. So what's nice about the Excalibur is it has staterooms on the outside. Every stateroom has electricity. And I think there's only 6 staterooms. I'm not sure. There might be more. I want to say there's 3 on each side on the outside, but maybe there's 8. I don't know. But every stateroom has its own electricity. So that's the nice thing about that boat. That boat's really comfortable and a good skipper too. Um, okay, Tim. Yeah, I have the audio as loud as I can have it. I think I just have to get the mic closer to me. Maybe. Maybe I need to talk louder. But I'll see if I can get the mic closer to me to make it louder. Hey, D House. It was fun fishing with you the other day. Yeah, I'm too far away from the mic. I don't like to have my face way up here, so I'm here. I'll try to talk louder. Jeff, what's the roosterfish thing? Somebody asking? Okay, let's see if I can find some other questions. Marvelous lighting. The Tornado trip looks like it's going to get moved till toward the end of October. I'm trying to confirm the date. I thought I had the date confirmed, but I haven't been able to get hold of the owner again. So hopefully I will get that. Kevin, how did your parents' boat hold up during Hillary? The boat did fine. We put extra lines on all the boats, and nothing happened to any of the boats. I'm sure Jeff didn't have any problems with his boats either. What does Nacho say? Went on a 3/4 day out of Newport. Lots of tuna. All right, so that sounds good. Nacho says he was out 3/4 day out of Newport, and they ran into tuna in Dorado. I did get a photo from Paul from the Western Pride. He got a nice tuna. I don't know how I can copy it. He caught a nice tuna on the Patriot. He sent me a photo of it today. See if I can copy it for you guys. I think it was 133 pounds. Hmm. Alright, I'm trying to copy it. It's not letting me. Maybe it saved it now. You got a big one. Oh, and then I ended up going by a processor. What's the name of that company? What are these guys called? Fisherman's Processing? I think that was it. In Old Town. And the guys are really nice. They're excited to see me there. Yeah, Fisherman's Processing. Old Town. They were surprised to see me there. They invited me in the back area to hang out with them for a little bit and watch them work. That was pretty cool. So I have a little bit of that too to share with you. Yeah, a lot of guys need electricity when they're sleeping at night now. Tim says, did you hear? No, I saw photos of something, but I haven't seen it. What did Adam say? Hey, Dan, it was good meeting you on this trip. Thank you. Jerry says, I sound good, good. Dylan, my cousin, says, my son Casey wants to know what your favorite fish is to catch. Probably be calico bass. I love catching calico bass, and I love catching rooster fish. Marlin are fun sometimes. Jeff, what was the question about the Santa Ana winds? I don't think I saw it. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Eric was with us on the trip on the Legend. Yeah, I was afraid to fall asleep. It sounds like Tamara saw a bunch of stuff out at sea. She saw a swordfish, which is always neat, and 3 orcas and a jumping marlin. Fishermen. Hey, Paul, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for being here. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. The Santa Ana winds can get worse than Hillary was. I agree with that one. I don't know what's with all this weather right now. It looks like we have wind coming again for another weekend. So Tamara, sword fishing is not something you catch fish every time. It's nothing like rock fishing. You might have to go years before you catch one. It just takes a while to get them. Now in Florida, they get them a lot more often. They fish them every day. Up here, they don't fish them that often. And I think it's more wintertime. I'm not sure. Maybe they get them now. Hey Terry, how you doing? Nice to see Terry here. All right, so you guys want to see how we did on the Legend? Again, it wasn't wide open fishing. You had to work at it really hard. And if you got your bait away from the boat, light line, 25-pound test, and small hook, size 2 hook. I think some of the guys are fishing size 4s. You could get all the Dorado you wanted. A couple of guys got their 10 fish limit. I only got 6 or 7. I handed off 2. I didn't want to catch them all. They were kind of small. And we did get a few tuna. I think I got busted off twice on tuna because my line got cut off, but that's about it. What does Lucas say? It was almost unfishable at Tanner Saturday. Yeah, I know the boats didn't go to Tanner for a while because of the weather. They were talking about how rough it was. But here's a little slideshow, guys, on how we did on the Legend. And then toward the end of it, too, I go to Fisherman's Processing over in Old Town San Diego and took some photos with the guys in there doing some processing. So here's a little slideshow for you to enjoy. So that was a trip there. Brad did really good. He got a yellowtail tuna and a nice Dorado. Eric, he's on here right now, got the biggest Dorado of the trip. Um, so this wasn't one of my trips. This was just a trip that Kevin and I think Eric and Jose talked about doing, and they all signed up, and then they asked me to join them. They invited me to come join them, go on the trip. So I went. I don't know why I've waited so long after so many years of doing this, 37 years. This is the first year that I've done 5 trips, 5 trips just for fun. I know for a lot of you to go fishing 5 times in a year is a lot. I get that. But for me, sometimes that's a week. Um, we filmed 22 shows, so I'm on the water for at least those 22 days. Some of those trips, like Alaska, Mexico, I'm on the water 3 or 4 days to get a show. And sometimes the tuna trips are multi day trips too, so that's more days. And then I normally have anywhere between 30 to 50 private charters in a year. Not this year, it's been a lot slower. And then during COVID, I did 71 charters. So that was the most private charters I personally done on my boat. And so I spend a lot of time on the water. So normally I don't go fishing just for fun without a TV camera and wearing a hat. And that's what I did this year. I went on 2 trips that Rocky invited me on. Trip with Eastside Rod and Reel. This trip on the Legend, and a couple of other little trips. So it's been pretty fun. I don't know why I waited so long. I'm glad. It's nice just to go fishing to fish. But part of what I was saying is we had a lot of people that didn't have any experience on the boat, so it made it a little bit tougher for the fishing. I lost a couple of Dorado because I got tied up with people with 5, 6 lines at a time. Because we had a group from Arizona and another group from another place, and I don't think any of them had ever been offshore fishing. Like they had been fishing, but it's hard to explain to people that have never ever done it what to do. And even the guys that we have that fish a lot locally, go sculpin fishing, rock fishing, then they get on a boat where it's wide open Dorado and all the lines are going every which direction and they don't know how to control their fish. So it adds to the chaos. But it was still fun. And just, the only way you get better at it, is to do it a lot. You got to spend lots of time on the water. The more time you spend on the water, the better you're going to get. I don't care what it is, what type of fishing it is, or whatever profession. The more you do it, the better you're at it. Okay. Let me see if I can. What does Jerry say, Dan? It's what you do and what you love. That's true. I love to go fishing. I don't enjoy all the business stuff that I have to do for the show, but I do enjoy the fishing part. Hey Donnie, hey Row Raider, nice to see you. Lucas, Yellowfins. Yeah, we had. I think we had a couple of yellowfin that were in the 30-pound class because I was there when they got on the scale to get processed, and they were like 35 and 31, something like that. I didn't see how big the bluefin was. I think I think Brad got that one. I don't know. Maybe Eric saw how much it was. He can tell us, but he did good. Yeah, Robert did really good. He got his bluefin on a jig. He was using a Colt Sniper on the bow while everybody was fishing for Dorado, and he caught that. He did really, really good. All right, back to this camera. What else? Yeah, Victor, I agree with Jeff. It's probably going to be more tuna, but I would be prepared for both bluefin and yellowfin and Dorado. Be prepared. We tried doing some night fishing too. Last night we were fishing till about 1 in the morning and stopped on a few spots. No luck, but we did give it a shot. James, Dion, or James wants to know if you guys have a suggestion where he can get good quality clams, mussels, and crab legs. I would guess king crab legs. The mussels and stuff are the question. Maybe Asian store. You know, the Korean, the Japanese supermarkets. I don't know if they sell fresh mussels. I haven't been in one in a while. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who sells mussels. King crab you can probably find anywhere, but the mussel thing, I don't know. I tell you go get your own mussels, but I know there's a time of year you can do that and a time of year you can't. When they get, they'll make you sick. I don't know if they're like poisonous, but I know they'll make you sick. So I don't know what that would be. What does Jerry say? Oh, he says he envies me. Tim, did you make your reservations for processing and how long you wait? Okay. So, yes, we made reservations for processing. We didn't use Fisherman's. The guys picked 5 star. I think 5 star is a little less expensive. I don't I don't think there's much difference in price. I think it's like 10 cents a pound. I'm not 100% sure, but that was a number I heard today talking to the guys. Um, we walked over to Fisherman's Processing just because we were having breakfast across the street. And then Brad told us about it. And so we walked over and checked it out. I think it was Jose, too, that said he had been there. So we went over there and picked up, I picked up some of their poke spices. I want to try that for a cooking segment. So we did that. And then the guys saw me and invited me in the back. So that was nice. What is. Thanks, Willie. Thanks for watching the last episodes. Oh, to finish answering your question, Tim, um, when we dropped off the fish, or when they took our fish, we were the last boat. There was like 4 other boats in front of us, and the guy that was doing the processing made us wait the longest. You know, we thought we were there before one of the other boats came in, but it didn't matter because it's their operation. So when they take us, they take us. But they told us there it would be between 12 and 1 p.m. before the fish would be ready for pickup. Luckily, it wasn't. It was around between 9 and 10 a.m. So that was pretty good. And they took the fish like 7 a.m. from us. No, later, like 8 a.m. from us. So it only took a couple hours. Um, and I want to thank Eric. He was nice enough. Eric lives, I don't know, a couple miles from me. And he was kind enough to pick up my fish from the processor and deliver it to my house for me because I had to get to work. And I really thought it was going to be like 4 more hours before the fish got done because they told us 1 o'clock, maybe later. But it wasn't. And Tim, to answer your other question, my reservation to have the fish processed was not for same day. But I think because there weren't that many tuna being caught right now, they processed my fish same day. And I think the guy that was working there didn't know that I'm the guy on TV because he was just swamped with all the people from 4 or 5 different boats. So it wasn't like I got special treatment. I think it was just because there weren't as many tuna to get cleaned. There wasn't limits on every boat. So I think they were able to get us in a little bit earlier. What does Lucas say? Yeah, so Lucas said the same thing about getting first timers to move around. Angel, how's the fishing at Catalina? I was there last week. It was pretty good, but not wide open by any means. But a lot of problems with seals and all that. But it was still fun. Maybe I should have a class, offshore class. Yeah, Tyler, you really need to be on the water to experience it. You just have to go do it and do it. So Kevin says Brad's was around 40 pounds. That's cool, Jeff. Jeff is going to go crappie fishing. So a guy who makes his living chasing 300-pound tuna gets as excited catching crappie. It tells you that it's more about the fishing than about the fish. That's cool. And I tell my volunteers all the time, I get more stressed at a kids club meeting trying to get a kid a bluegill than I do trying to catch a tuna or filming an episode. So we'll see. Hey Carter, thank you for being here today. Yeah, Adam, thanks for joining us. I know I talked to some of you guys and invited you to join me here on YouTube Live. There was also a young woman on there, Barbie. I want to say that was her name, Barbie. She is from Arizona too, and I think it was her first time. I know it was her first time Dorado fishing, and she got one of the nicer ones. Um, but you know, she was learning all about it. Rental gear. A lot of the guys had rental gear, but and it was kind of funny too because she was telling me how she normally goes fishing in San Diego in March. Every year she goes in March, and she was showing me pictures of fish, whitefish, sand bass, things I would expect people to catch in March. And she was surprised that she couldn't catch Dorado and tuna in March. So I was trying to explain to her about different seasons, different times of year, and how she should try coming out more than just one time a year and not just in March. So we'll see. Hey, we have quite a few people still here. That's cool. That's good, Adam. I'm glad you got hooked. Jose's trying to see where Jeff's going to be fishing Texas since he's in Houston now. Yeah, if you guys want to catch tuna at nighttime, I would recommend staying away from full moons. But if the only time you can go fishing and it's a full moon, I would go fishing. So we'll see. So what did Kevin say here about boardwalk, fish market, Redondo, clams, mussels, crabs? All right, there you go, Jimmy. Kevin says try boardwalk, fish market, Redondo Pier, and you can park right next to it and just walk. I don't know if you have to walk down the stairs or if it's right that same level, but you can park there. Lucas, what's your favorite boat? 25 to 28 charter. I'll let the other guys answer it because I fish on all of them. But you know, you can't go wrong on boats like the Horizon, Malihini, Legend, Excalibur, Ocean Odyssey. Um, you know, I just think all the guys try really hard. But H&M Landing, this one here, has lots of good boats that runs out of there. So lots of stuff. Okay, that's what Eric said. Yeah, we ate at Perry's. Perry's is where we ate. Yeah, maybe Jeff can answer that for you, Alan. I'm not sure on a 50-pound tuna what the yield is. I could tell by the job the guys were doing there at Fisherman's that they really did a good job on processing the fish. I'm sure Five Stars the same way. I don't think they just throw anybody back there with a knife. The guys are doing a good job. And the commercial vacuum pack they use, serious vacuum pack machines, they do really good. So Carter has a question for you guys on bluefin surface irons. Brad caught his fish on a heavy jig, not a surface iron, but he did good. Hey Jeff, for your fish, I just take it for granted that they come to you in Dana Point and come down to your boat and pick up the fish, or do you have to go somewhere and drop them off? Hey Robert, hey, you did really good on the trip. Robert got the first tuna of the trip on a jig. Hey Kenny, I'm still waiting for my bucktail order. You ready for it? Jeff, more excited about a 4-pound crappie than a 400-pound bluefin. I get that. Tamara, you're gonna like the Ocean Odyssey. That was the boat I really cut my teeth in ocean fishing. Back in the day, it was Blackjack out of Redondo. And I was in college at the time, many years ago, and I would get on the boat on Fridays and not get off and go home until Sunday. Sometimes the guys would have me run over to McDonald's and get them burgers and stuff when we came in on Saturday evening, and then we'd go out Saturday evening again and go fish. But God, Dennis Luckenbach driving that boat, I had so many great memories with him. Catching tuna, dorado, calico bass, white sea bass, just so much fishing. Halibut, it was lots of fun. The Dodgers are losing right now. Hey, Robert. KC. Have you ever fished out of Sergio's in Ensenada? I worked. I fished out of Sergio's when Sergio was a kid, when his dad ran it, and it wasn't called Sergio's back then. What was it called? Santa Monica? I don't know how many older people are here remember. I only want to say it was called Santa Monica. I used to fish out of Gordo's a lot there on the Constellation. That was my favorite boat down there. And then Kevin went with us. What was the name of that boat? The was I want to say, was it the Royal Star, the Royal Pacifico? Royal Pacifico was a boat we used to fish a lot out of Ensenada on a couple day trips. Okay, so Kevin just sent me this picture. Let me see if I can find it here so I can share with you guys. Show Tamira on the early blackjack days. Kevin, if you have any pictures of Joey, who was the deckhand back then, who now owns the Mirage, and I'm guessing he owns the landing or part of the landing there, um, out of Channel Islands, because his wife runs it. But I don't know why this is locked up on me. Yeah, Kevin, if you have any more pictures like that, I would love to see them. Um, some of the old guys, I talked to him about Joey, how back in the day, um, he would he was the deckhand in Pinhead when we were fishing on the blackjack. And I just don't have that many photos of him. I found one that I posted, but yeah, Kevin, for some reason it's not coming up on my computer that I'm working on. So Kevin's got a picture of me and him from 1981. I know a lot of people weren't born by then. Yeah, I can't get it to carry over. There it is. Okay, cool. I got it. So you guys will enjoy this. Thanks, Kevin, for sending it over. So this is Kevin and me, 1981. That's what Kevin used to look like as a kid. And that was me back then. This is before television. So I started television, what, 87 or 86, something like that? The year Monica was born, I started television. And so that's Kevin and me. It's a cute picture. I used to wear that shirt on all my fishing trips. What's that? Oh, that's albacore? Kevin, are those albacore? I see the fins really long. Huh. All right. What does the Sierra say? Yeah, they're doing a lot of works at Ports of Call. Yeah. Okay. So this is funny. Robert, one of the older guys in the group, and he was the last guy out fishing last night. I think Brad and I went to sleep around midnight, and Robert was out later. Daniel processed the fish. It was 165 for 3 mil bags and 175 for per pound for the 5 mil for the heavier bags. So if you're going to eat the fish right away or give it away right away, then I would say just get the smaller bags. But if you're going to keep the fish, like you're planning to keep the fish for a year, maybe a little bit longer, then definitely get the bigger bags. Yeah, drama. I've been on the Red Rooster 3. It's been a while, but I've been on all the older big boats, the Excalibur, the Red Rooster, Royal Polaris, all those boats. So those are good points that Jeff's making there about the heavier jigs. I guess that's why Brad did so good and got that fish. All right, Dylan, thanks a lot. Good night. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Our Boston Red Sox fan is with us right now. Lloyd's here. Hey, Steven, since you're here from Northern Cal, can you explain what's going on with the rockfish rules up there? Is it total all no more rock fishing for the rest of the year, or is it only certain rockfish or certain depths? Do you know? Okay, Kevin says it was albacore. Yeah. Alex, you got to go fishing to catch them. You can't dream about it. You got to be on the water. You got to spend hours and hours at the rails to catch them. Alec, thank you for liking my content. I'm having Diet Coke today. Well, Coke Zero because I like it. And plus, I'm afraid I'm going to fall asleep on you guys. I got 2 hours of sleep last night. So I'm super, super tired. Okay, so Steve says 50 fathoms. All right, so you can still rockfish right now, but you have to be over 50 fathoms. Is that it? Is that correct, Stephen? And then is that the same for September 1st? Oh, today's September 1st. I mean, tomorrow's September 1st. So that's the new rule. So you have to go past the Farallons in 50 fathoms of water to fish. Okay. I was afraid that they shut it all off, but hopefully not. Oh, guys, we added an open party Catalina trip. Hey, Dad. My dad just joined in. We just added an open party Catalina trip. Um, for you guys that want to join us. Let me see if I can find it. So when is it going to be? On 9/9. 9/9 we have two spots open for a private charter to Catalina. So 9/9. See if she added it to the website. Take a quick look. I hope that's true, Jeff. I hope they don't cancel the rockfish season. Yeah, so if anybody wants to join us for a private charter trip to Catalina. There's 2 spots available only out of the 4. We're not taking more than 4 people. I'm driving the boat, and it's going to be September 9th. I want to say it's a Sunday, but I have to check. There's a link there. You can join us there. And there's a good chance we're going to be, hey Ernest, there's a good chance we'll be Dorado fishing September 9th. Jeff says he's been seeing more and more Dorado. The Newport boats caught Dorado yesterday and today. So it looks like the Dorado getting closer. I know Jeff had sent me a message. He ran into a massive school of them, and he thought they were heading up our direction. So by the 9th, we could be doing good. Good night, Tamara. Yeah, so here's a link. If anybody wants to join us, there's room for 2 spots. Ernest's question. I'm going on an overnight charter boat on the Old Glory this Sunday. I would say bring everything, Ernest. You're going to need light line for the Dorado and maybe the tuna. We've been catching them lately. The last couple of trips, we've been catching them 25-pound test line and 25-pound test fluorocarbon too. So I would suggest have at least one reel with 25 pound, probably another reel with 30. And if you're going to skip anything, maybe skip 40, but bring 50. And then I would bring one heavier one for the bigger tuna. If you get a 100-pound fish, you might want to have a 60 or 80, something like that. But that's what I would recommend. Yeah, Steven, that's what I figured. I figured if we can't go rock fishing, we'll be fishing in the bay. So, and that's fun. I really enjoyed that. Hey, my mom's here too. Irma Hernandez. It's so funny. My parents never used to do Facebook anything, and now I see them on, here on YouTube and on Facebook, and the 2 of them basically got on there so they could follow their grandkids. But I guarantee you right now they're both watching the Dodger game. But it sounds like they're losing, so that's why they're here watching here. Yeah, Mom, I'm back on land. I'm here. Hey, Arthur. Thank you very much, Mr. Gonzalez. All right, guys. I've been up all day and night. I only got 2 hours sleep last night. And in the bunk room, it was really warm, so I didn't sleep very much. So I'm going to call it a night. Mom and Dad, nice seeing you here. I'll see you soon. And all of you guys, be safe, be out there in the water. Be careful on your own boats. Check the weather. They're calling for gusts of 15 this weekend, and maybe even more than that. Chris. Is this Chris from El Paso? Or a different Chris? Almost looks like a cousin. Yeah, my mom says they're watching it. Watching the Dodgers. All right, Jeff, get some rest. I know you're going to go head out too. Thanks for being here. All right, guys. Again, one last time, if you want to sign up for the trip on the 9th, there's the link there. Only 2 spots left, and we need one more person so the trip can go. So hopefully one more person will sign up. All right. All right. Good night, everybody. Talk to y'all soon. Be safe out there. And good night, Mom and Dad. Okay, Chris is from Fresno. Nice. Thanks for joining us, Chris. Eric, Robert, Kevin. Well, not Kevin. He was on a trip. Brad's probably asleep. But all of you that were on the trip that I was on yesterday or this morning, we got off. It was fun fishing with you guys. Those brand new guys from Arizona that are on here today, thank you guys for jumping on here today. And hopefully I was able to help you, teach you a little bit about what to expect fishing. And it's pretty good. Alan, good night for us. Have a good lunch there in Asia. And good luck on your business trip. All right. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go inside and go to sleep. Goodbye. Thank you for being here. I'll see you on Tuesday.